internet.
What they said.
No, I shouldn't even put this on the internet. The Gunna situation.
Oh my God.
I was meant to be there right now.
Was you what?
I'm meant to be there right now.
Oh yeah, because as we're recording the show's on today.
I decided to come here instead.
Did you go to the last show, Po?
Gunna.
You didn't go. Did you go?
Obviously, due to my love for certain other individuals within the world of Atlanta, I've decided to love Gunna from a distance. But I do love him. I just can't financially contribute.
Okay, fair.
Because I have no money. No, I'm joking. Nah, it's just not. Nah, man, it's just not my thing to go to a Gunna show. It's not. I don't think it's my thing.
Yeah, it's not mine either. To be honest, I'll be honest with you.
But I listen to Gunna.
Do you?
Yeah.
So I do, and I'm not a big enough fan where like the show's happening and I feel like I should be there. I feel like I just listen to Gunna in increments. So I'm not really. I'm curious to see how it looks.
Gunna's
I love a stage production, and I like. Do you know what? Even that, pushing that aside, like I don't have to be a fan of yours to go. Like sometimes, if something's telling me to go, then I'll go and see, and I can go to a show, not be a fan of an artist, and leave and be a fan. I can go to a show, 100. Be a fan of an artist, leave, and I'm not a fan anymore. So you get what I'm saying?
The only problem with people like Gunna, for me, is the type of person he attracts. So because of the type of person he attracts, he probably has to simplify a lot of his set, simplify a lot, because there's a bigger demand for his music, so it's more to the mercy of the people. Whereas if you go and watch, like Jay-Z's doing Reasonable Doubt, it's sold out. Like when you're of that ilk, you can go and do the things that you like more rather than the commercial whatever, do you know what I mean? So because of that Gunna thing, it's like Arsenal. You go watch Arsenal Day, Kylie Jenner's there now, like what the fuck is Kylie Jenner doing at an Arsenal game? Like I get it, you're Kylie Jenner, like you're massive, you're famous, but you couldn't even name me any player from 2006. This breaks my heart, but you've got tickets, so it's all weird. And that's how I feel about the Gunna thing. You'll go to the Gunna show, and I actually know a lot of Gunna music, but there's going to be a lot of people that just know Gunna.
Yeah, or they just know the one big rhythm that's out at the moment. I guess that is, to be fair though, I feel like that happens a lot with like the like bigger named artists when they have a hit for the moment. You've got like a section of people in there that have been there and understand it. And do you know what? You always know it usually when they say, yo, where's my day ones? Everyone starts screaming, yeah, until they start flinging some day one music. Then you can see who really knows and you know what I'm saying? But then it's like there's a section of them that are just waiting for that one particular song. And bearing in mind, a lot of them get so fatigued because that song doesn't come until right to the end. So you're having to stand through it and fake your way through the whole vibe until the one tune comes on.
And then you can't even go fully off because you're already too drunk.
You never touch.
Oh, you're like the fifth wind. Like you're knackered. You're at the end of I hear it, bruv. I just don't want to be in that environment as like to me, if I was gonna go to a Drake show, I wish I went to the Drake show in New York where he brought Dipset. Because I know that would have been tailor-made to things that I like, rather than a Drake show at O2. There's too much excess weight that I just know that he has to cater the show to.
Good show still. I think that anyway, I'm not going to make it about him, but I think the only problem that I used to have with Drake is that too much stopping and starting. He had too much bangers to do one tune, talk, do another tune, talk, do another tune, talk. Bro, slap off the head with about 20 tunes, and then just, you know what I'm saying, medleys. There's too much rhythms to go through. This
but he's
one
funny,
tune
though.
and anyway. So anyway, Gunna did the run, which he's been doing in every country that he's been going to, and he did one. Where was it? Was it in Hyde Park? I didn't even know where it was.
I'm not quite sure what park it was in.
Yeah, somewhere in London anyway.
Oh, where the run?
And like loads of people went down there. A lot of people from running community went down there. A lot of people that was just obviously spectating, fans of Gunna and all of that went down there. Mitch was down there as well.
Shout out Mitch, working hard.
Honorable shout out to Mitch each and every time. The conversation that was coming out of that a lot was the behaviour in how people were acting around that whole Gunna situation. Did you see any of it? And what was your feeling and thinking when you did see some of it?
I think a lot more dads should have stuck around to raise their boys to be men. I see a large proportion of not a large proportion, but a large group of people that love Gunna to that extent clearly lack self-respect, shame, and ambition. They clearly don't feel they're gonna amount to anything, so therefore making idiotic versions of themselves online at such a young age just allows me to know you clearly don't believe you're going to amount to anything. So therefore, this permanent tattoo that you're putting online, it doesn't mean anything to you. To the rest of the world, it's you coming on a girl. So we're a little bit like, what? This is a bit disgusting. But I understand for you, you know, it clearly doesn't mean much to the extent that you even get changed in the venue to pretend that nothing happened.
Yeah, that's weird.
Very
That was
weird.
insane.
And I also think this is not equally as weird because that's a standalone weirdness. But there was I remember fanfare when I was younger. People passing out to Michael Jackson. So that definitely existed. But this isn't fanfare. This is, by the way, I'm here as well.
Yes.
That needs to stop. Gunna's running. Let's just all rate Gunna. You don't need to be right in front of Gunna trying to make all of the comedy. Like, if you've done it for like 15 seconds, we're laughing. Chuckie, man, what's going on?
It's just another gripe that I have with how people react on the internet, for the internet. And I don't know the type of person that they think that they're doing it for, but it's just another, because you mentioned a good point, yeah? Fanfare has always been a thing.
Yeah.
Call me naive, but when I look at a certain type of fanfare that was happening at a particular time in life, there was never really just oh, look, but I'm here as well. Hey, let me just try and find a way to be stupid. Maybe there might have been a super, like, 1 out of 500,000 that might have done something weird. But more time, it's just like, they're just trying to get close. However they can get close and get a glimpse, you know, more time you wouldn't necessarily see them online. So this is a real good opportunity to be close and feel the energy. I understand that, yeah. But when I was watching some of this, I'm questioning, of course, I'm pushing the people that are fans and that are runners, by the way.
Yeah,
Because
there are some
people
shout out
that are
the
runners
runners.
like that were doing it because maybe they weren't even necessarily a fan, but it's an opportunity for them to run. Wellness is a big thing right now. I know a few different people as well that are just on this running thing. Honourable shout out to Renee, honourable shout out to Sweets and them lot. They're just on this running thing, yeah. And Malak as well. I'm going to chat about her in a moment. But this idea of like, okay, there's somebody famous here, and I'm going to be an idiot so that people can see me being an idiot and almost act as though this is a part of fanfare. It's just a bit unfortunate, isn't it? It puts a dampened feeling on the whole thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, the unfortunate thing about that is if he came and did that again, or a different artist came, saw that was something that they did, and they saw what happened there, then they might put more barriers or more restrictions in place to make sure that this type of foolishness doesn't happen. And that's unfair for the people who are actually really about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's just more and more and more barriers where ultimately there's just a bunch of people that just want to run with the guy. Diplo does it. Diplo, everywhere he goes, anytime he's doing a show, he tells everyone, I can't remember what it's called, but he goes there and there's like thousands of people that just go out and they just run with him in some sort of civilized manner. But it takes away from it if there becomes more and more restrictions to the point where, let's say, a Diplo or a Gunna, they're kind of running by themselves with a couple of the man them, and then everyone else is having to run in a different, because that is basically what will end up happening if that keeps happening.
Mm-hmm. But so, London's just like that. Do you know what it is? I love it I can't act like I don't love it. Because there are parts of it I love, but they just cross the line a bit. Like, you just go a bit too far.
This is the one where he was...
yeah, but I'm like...
You know what, to be fair...
At the start, it's all cool, man.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit at the start, man? But, big man...
Yeah, like if you're doing it for the whole 5K,
like, my brother, allow it,
We're looking at the video of the guy, because at first, he starts off by like... He starts saying to him, yo, bro, you can do this.
I think that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm up for that.
I didn't mind that. Because I thought,
funny.
Do you know what, yeah? I thought, obviously he's not being serious, but it is funny still, isn't it? But the whole way is annoying. You get what I'm saying?
He doesn't understand. If he just done that one thing, it's still funny. You're still funny, my guy. But I told you, we live in the Truman Show.
It is cold though. Like certain artists are just trying to do things that are a little bit different from just doing shows and just putting out music and trying to do more like quote unquote community based things that they might be into themselves.
Well, it's because he's running from the previous life he was in. Do you know what? I appreciate everyone, but I always do like things to come from a good place. I like intention. Intention's very important. And I'm sure it's coming from a good place, but it just seems quite complex as well.
Why would you say that?
Because I've got enough of a case study on this young man to say prior to the incident of him going to prison, proclaiming his love for a girl, saying that YSL's a gang and coming out, I didn't see much of this. I did see Rihanna taking the piss out of his outfit once upon a time. But not to say he wasn't a good artist. He was an incredible artist. I'm sure he's an incredible man and a good family man. But the distinct change, and then you're doing the run club and all of that, it's just like... I mean, obviously, you couldn't do a run club if you're a gangster. I'm sure you'd be running a little bit faster. But...
yeah, but...
Do you know what I mean, though, Chucks?
But Angel's advocate,
Go on.
there are a lot of people that at certain points in their life get into fitness and then they just get addicted to it and just want to be a part of something. And if you can create something in and around it, then I can understand it.
Oh, no, listen.
You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
I'm saying, you're right, 100%. But I'm saying the motivation and the circumstances in which you aligned yourself with this situation was at a point where you had separated yourself from the individuals that were in street culture for whatever reason. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying your inspiration is more based upon your circumstances than it was, life's great, let me come and do this. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
There's some men that are still on the roads doing the gym thing, and then there's other men that are running from it. And rightly so.
Man, actually, I saw a video of 50 the other day, yeah. He was performing amusement park, and he just looked so flipping wham. Like, he was so in that gym thing back then, boy, with the tank top and whatnot.
Proper.
Do you know what? I would actually probably like to see... It would be interesting to see what it would look like with more artists tapping into, like, something that they're really into and, like, involving the community in it, but it not involve music. I wonder what that would be. Like, for example, yeah... This just randomly came to my mind, but I know that Koji Radical is a UFC fan, yeah? So, like, yeah, he's a proper UFC fan. Now, obviously, I couldn't imagine that loads of his fans are UFC fans, yeah? Maybe, I don't know. But I wonder what it would look like just seeing him in an environment where he's, like, including some of his fans that are into UFC, where they go to a place and they're just learning how to, you know what I'm saying?
Fight.
Combat, yeah,
Let
do
me say
combat sports and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I wonder what it would look like with some of our artists doing that. Like,
I mean, personally, because when it comes to work, you have to always understand that paradoxes are beautiful, but just for your work, your music and your art form should let people know where you need to go. And Koji Radical wears the browns and the beiges. He looks like Autumn.
he does, yeah.
You can't be fighting.
Yeah.
don't
But I
fight
bet, do you know what it is? He can't be, but I bet he's one of them, man, no?
Oh, of course.
Chat to him wind him up, because I don't see him like that. Because he just, to me, the energy that I've seen him in is just never that. But, though, I bet he is one of them, man, where if he goes to that energy, it is absolutely mad in ya.
Time, you heard the bass in his voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to deal with that.
Koji putting a man in a guillotine is insane.
His name's Radical.
Yes, I'm telling you.